Welcome to the Hindu editorial analysis on January 11, 2022. The title of the editorial I am going to discuss today is Bugle for Restraint on Scheduling of 5 Assembly Elections. The editorial discusses the Assembly elections announcement for Uttarakhand, Uttar Pradesh, Punjab, Manipur and Goa. The elections to Uttar Pradesh Assembly will be held in 7 phases beginning on February 10, while Manipur will hold two-phase elections February 27 and March 3. Punjab, Uttarakhand and Goa will have single-phase elections on February 14. The counting of votes will be on March 10. The term of the current Uttar Pradesh Assembly is ending in May and those of the 4 assemblies are ending in March. The peculiar feature of this election is the implementation of COVID appropriate behavior. The significant event which will take place amid elections is the Union Budget on February 1, 2022, which could be used by the ruling BJP in its favor. The political parties and candidates for the ensuing elections are allowed to campaign only in virtual and digital modes instead of physical mode. The other restrictions coming under strict protocols and standard operating procedures include a ban on road shows and rallies in any form till January 15. The election expenditure per candidate has been increased to rupees 28 lakhs for Manipur and Goa and rupees 40 lakhs for Uttarakhand, Uttar Pradesh and Punjab. An app is introduced named C Vigil app for people to report any abuse of election machinery like violation of model code of conduct. The maximum number of electors per polling station is now reduced from 1,500 to 1,250 due to COVID pandemic. The senior citizens are allowed to vote by postal ballot. It is estimated that over 13 crore electors will take part in these elections, with 24.9 lakhs will be first time voters. The constitutional provisions with respect to elections is in part 15 of the Constitution of India. As per Article 324 of the Constitution, the superintendent's direction and control of elections shall be vested in an election commissioner. As per Article 325 of the Constitution, no person shall be excluded from electoral roll on grounds of religion, race, caste, or gender. Article 326 says elections to the Lok Sabha and legislative assemblies must be based on adult suffrage, that is, any person who is a citizen of India and not less than 18 years of age shall be a voter. Article 327 entrusts power to Parliament to make laws with respect to assembly elections, and Article 328 entrusts legislature of a state to pass laws with respect to assembly elections. The laws governing the conduct of assembly elections are contained in the Representation of People Act 1950, the Registration of Electors Rules 1960, the Representation of the People Act 1951, the Conduct of Election Rules 1961, Election Symbols Reservation and Allotment Order 1968, and Model Code of Conduct. The Representation of the People Act 1950 governs the conduct of elections to state legislatures and is concerned with the preparation of electoral rolls and revisions. The Registration of Election Rules is 1960 supplement the Representation of the People Act 1950 and provides for the registration of eligible voters and the issue of voter IDs. The Representation of the People Act 1951 governs the actual conduct of elections to the state legislatures. The Conduct of Election Rules 1961 supplements the Representation of the People Act 1951 and deals with the detailed rules for every stage of the conduct of elections and contains the rules with respect to the issue of notification for conducting elections, filing of nominations, and the scrutiny of nominations. The Election Symbols Reservation and Allotment Order 1968 governs reservation of election symbols for political parties. The Model Code of Conduct is framed under Article 324 of the Constitution. The editorial points out that several sensitive issues are to be watched during the poll campaigning. The Election Commission of India has a tough task of enforcing Impartiality. Both model code of conduct and the COVID 19 protocols are at force in present situation. It is to be seen that the official machinery of ruling parties are not misused. The parties have been encouraged to campaign only through social media till January 15. It must be watched that national integrity is not threatened. Above all, this must be a celebration of democracy. Thank you.